so when we divide, it's log 6 x minus 3 over x minus 2 equals 2. We're going to put this in exponential form. All right, so we distribute our 36 minus my x, add my 72. For the next one, remember ln properties are the same. Bring the x's over, e to the 4th x minus x equals negative 2. Isolate the x and divide by what we don't want. And we'll leave it just like that. So x equals negative 2 over e to the 4th minus 1. Number 3. Log 3, 4 times 1 minus 4x squared equals 1. 3 to the 1 equals 4 minus 16x squared minus 4. Negative 1 equals negative 16x squared. 1/16 equals x squared. X equals 1/4 plus or minus. Find the inverse. We switch x and y and solve for y. Log base answer equals exponent. Or ln x minus 14 equals y if you want to get even fancier. So we divide by 4, x over 4 equals ln 2y minus 1. So log base e 2y minus 1 equals x over 4. E to the x over 4 equals 2y minus 1. E to the x over 4 plus 1 over 2 equals y. 2y minus 1 equals x minus 4. E to the x minus 4 equals 2y minus 1. E to the x minus 4 plus 1 equals 2y. Alright, rewrite in log form. Log base answer equals exponent. Log base answer equals exponent. 15 squared equals 225. X to the power of y equals 151. Expand to log 6a plus 10 log 6b. Log 3m plus 1/2 log x plus log y. Condense log 2 square root x, y, z. Log 4 y squared x to the 5th over z to the 3rd. Evaluate 3 to the 4th times 2b equals 3 to the 3rd. Drop 8b equals 3. b equals 3/8. 2 to the negative r equals 2 to the negative fifth, r equals 5. These cancel, 2x, ln e x plus 2y. Suppose that y varies directly with the, okay? So y varies directly with x and the square of z. So suppose x is 36 and z is 36, so k equals 12. So find x when y equals 12, k is 12, so 12 equals 3x, x equals 4. Multiply or divide the following, state the domain. Well, we know that a, b, c cannot equal 0. I'm going to simplify. Let's see. So I can take a nothing out of here. So 27a squared, 8, b to the 4th on top, c to the 1 on top, times 12 goes on top, a squared goes on top, c to the 8th, b to the 3rd goes here. So 12, this is going to be a 3, this is going to be a 2, 27 times 3 is 81, a to the 4th, this is going to cancel that, b goes on top, over c to the 2, c to the 9th. Alright, we gotta get common denominators. So on the top, it's x squared minus 12x plus 36 minus 6x plus 12 over 6 times x minus 6. And on the bottom, 36 times 9, 324 plus 4x minus 8 over x minus 2 times 9. So up here we have x squared minus 18x, 48 over 6 times x minus 6 times 9 times x minus 2 over 4x plus 316. So I cannot factor this. Alright, so the only thing that can cancel is that that's going to become a 2. So my final answer here is x squared minus 18x plus 48 times x minus 2, we'll throw a 3 in front, 8 x minus 6 times x plus 79. Okay, for the next one, I don't understand why it's crooked. Alright, so let's factor 6x squared plus 13x plus 5, factors of 15, factors of 30 that add to 13 are 3 and 10, x plus 3, x plus 10 over 6, 1, 2, 2x plus 1, and this is going to be 5 and a 3, 3x plus 5, so this needs a 3x plus 5, this needs a 2x plus 1, so x minus 3 times 3x plus 5 plus 4x times 2x plus 1 equals 7x squared. Let me get rid of this. minus 20. Let's FOIL these. 3x squared, that's my first. My outer is plus 5x. My inner is minus 9x. My last is minus 15. Let's distribute. 8x squared plus 4x. Combine like terms, so we have 11x squared. 5x is negative 4x plus 4x, and then that cancels. Minus 15 equals 7x squared plus 12x minus 20. Bring everything over. So that gives me negative 4x squared plus 12x minus 5, which is the same as 4x squared minus 12x plus 5. Factors of 20 that add to 12. 10 and 2. Take out a 2, 5 and 2, 2x minus 5, 1, 2, 2x minus 1, so x equals 5 over 2 and 1/2. Okay, so this is 25 and 10. Remember, we're looking for 3 of a kind because of the third root. So we know that 5 comes out, 3 stays in. R is going to be r to the 6 and r to the 1, so r squared, r to the 1. S divided by 12 is s to the 4th. 8 divided by 3 is not, so z to the 6th, z squared. Alright, let's separate this. Let's go ahead and take care of 42 and 8. Take out a 2, it's 21 over a, take out a 2, it's square root of 4, so square root 21a over 2. Okay, so this is 16 to the 5/5, which is 16. This is 1 over 64 to 1/3. So 1 over the third root of 64, which is 1/4. 26. 6 times 6 squared to the 2/3. So that's 6 to the 2/3 times 6 to the 4/3, which is 6 to the 6/3, which is 6 squared, which is 36. Alright, so we're going to add 2. 3b to the 2/3 equals 75. Multiply by the reciprocal. I lied, not yet. Divide by 3. B to the 2/3 equals 1. So b equals the square root of 25 to the 3rd power, which is 5 to the 3rd power, which is 125. That works. So we're going to minus 8. Square root of x minus 6 equals x minus 8. Square both sides. X minus 6 equals x squared minus 16x plus 64. So we get x squared minus 17x plus 70, x minus 7, x minus 10, x equals 10 and 7. So 10 minus 6 is 4 plus 2, 8, yep, 7 minus 6 is 1. 7 does not work.